in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Up next, it's our main event between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dickson to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dickson with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's made in the air. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And last catch picked up 4, so they're left with 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down. They couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Darnold off the play action. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Working on 2nd down. Darnold. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
That's good tack coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Darnold. Gets himself free.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dickson head on to send it skyward. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. He picks them up to first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Offense is set. First and 10. Made a throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Throwing is May. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's May. Complete beyond the marker. They're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is a Patriots first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. It's Henderson on the give. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 now from the 46. To throw, here's May. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking for A.J. Brown there, and it's going to be second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once, and especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that gives the Patriots a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New England.
Putting the tight end in motion. May looking to throw. There's another one caught by Dobbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on second and 3. Handoff now out of the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. May. Henry on the catch. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And it's going to be first down New England.
And the Patriots
Defenders in the
first down.
area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
May off the play fake. This is caught. He still has some room. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Patriots. Romeo Dobbs with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That's up and through for the point after. And they'll take the lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one won't stay inside of the landing zone. It finds the sideline, and this drive's going to start from the 40. They go play action. Here's May. Caught, nice gain left side. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Patriots.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-6 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at first down here. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. Our D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
And it's incomplete. Started as a catch, but the hit forced it free before he could secure it.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. May now. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
This is Henderson on second down. So they stop him after about a 5-yard gain, and that is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
May on first and 10. This one's caught. And he's going to take this up for a gain of 5. Second down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's May on second. And the defender comes away with it. And the Seahawks get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
May's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you'll hear coaches say this, Kate. You got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
First and goal, Stevenson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson on the board. That's his first of the season. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole car to get involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up second down. Oh boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah. You know, that's really well said because, you know, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up third and 3.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. Third down. Here's Darnold. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. And now it's going to be 4th and 13.
Just how cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget the first hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep that memory for a long time.
Takes it in at the 21. And you love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Run right side, Henderson. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's May to the air. And he can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Massive hit, the ball is out! And that should be Seahawks football!
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
Starting this one out with Charbonnet. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing now, Milroe. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now it's Milroe. Connection made to Shaheed. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's Milroe to throw. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And they bring him down around the 34. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Milroe to pass on 2nd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Made a throw it. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Working on second down. May. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get him to the ground, but boy, a gain of about 25 before they did. And that is a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
To throw, here's May. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Now May on second down. Look at that power, deep left side. They don't connect there. Now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So they're left facing third and long. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling this was coming, Brock. Run game firmly established right now. We start to see him taking shots. Just missed there.
Yeah, run play action. I think that's worked since, I don't know, the early 1900s. So
maybe the 18s.
So it's not a bad, not a bad recipe to follow.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Second half starting off with a run by Charbonnet. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this... Touch that he gets in this game because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Price. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. To the air, Milroe. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Well, we all have these days, Brock. It just hasn't been there between these guys in this one. A lot of targets, but 0 results.
Kind of tells me this defense, they had that jersey number in practice. That's what happens when you're a really good player. They make sure the defense all week long is focused on this guy, not letting him get going, and he hasn't.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Henderson to open the drive. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Henderson here from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
The Seahawks 42-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's May. Henry on the catch. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
May now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. It was 1st sack of the year here in week 1.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On 2nd down, May. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
May, 1st and 10. A perfect 4 for 4 so far to start this second half. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he gets home. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May now. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
The score, Patriots 21, Seahawks 7.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. There's a shotgun give to Price. And they've got a 1st down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Milroe. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down. Now they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they've got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
And they're not doing it.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's been one of the players of this game. Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. May. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up 2nd.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Going play action, May. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play with their backs against the end zone. 33 yards.
And a Patriot first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver left. Here's May on 2nd. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. May looking to throw. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that gives the Patriots a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's May on first. And he is sitting a completion shy of reaching that 300-yard mark for this game. The give inside to Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now. They need 7. May off the play fake. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Now it's Milrow. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Price on the give. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. A nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So it gives them a little room, exactly what they needed.
The give now to Price. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off for the first down.
A gain of 10
Goes to the hurry up here.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you think your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
No to pass on second down. As the open man downfield. Get some space around midfield. A lot of mess on the move here. To the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's Milroe to throw. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Patriots 21, Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Mario Douglas on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Made a throw it. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it's going to be first down New England.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball. And because of it, those chains are moving.
May, first and 10. That last pass, Brock, taking him over 300 yards for this ball game. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down. A few outcomes better than that for an offense protecting a lead in this fourth quarter.
Can I be honest with you for a second, Kate?
Please do, yeah.
I think a lot of my negative grades in the run game was because in moments like this, I wanted to watch the action. I didn't want to carry out my fake. I wanted to see that kind of movement at the line of scrimmage. That was awesome.
On second down, it's Stevenson.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. Third down. Quick throw completed by May. It's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the first down for him.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. To throw. Here's May. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Now May on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Patriots leading by 8. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They're going to run it. Here's Henderson. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Well, you taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's not going to add another catch just yet. This one pried out by the contact. That forces 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Corey Gallis connects. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake. Milroe. Fits it through the middle. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down.
19 Tiger.
To the air. Milroe. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
Milroe here on 2nd. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19-18.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level.